说中文
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello there, Ellies. This is Chinese Pod coming you today from Taiwan.
Oh, yes, I'm Jenny.
Yes, we're not literally in Taiwan.
We're going to Taiwan.
We're going to Taiwan in the story. And we're talking about Taiwanese food because this is the hungry traveler. And he's in, I guess, Taipei or could be Taichung or Kaohsiung. Or
He could be anywhere. The
Anywhere in
point
Taiwan.
is there's such an amazing variety of food in Taiwan. And Ken, you
Yes.
can tell us about that because you lived there.
That is right. And particularly at the night markets, which is a place that I did like to visit a lot because you have these wonderful food stalls. But we can look at that a little bit later.
And today we're actually going to the 夜市,
Yes. Which is the
night market.
night market. Okay. So let's listen 3 times and then we'll come back and we'll do what we always do.
对话第一遍
台湾夜市，我来啦！
哇，这么多人！
是啊，哎，你排队买牛肉面，
好，那你去排队买红豆冰。
没问题，一会儿见。红豆冰来啦！哎，牛肉面呢？
只有1碗了，但是很好吃。
第二遍
台湾夜市，我来啦！
哇，这么多人！
是啊，哎，你排队买牛肉面，
好，那你去排队买红豆冰。
没问题，一会儿见。红豆冰来啦！哎，牛肉面呢？
只有1碗了，但是很好吃。
第三遍
台湾夜市，我来啦！
哇，这么多人！
是啊，哎，你排队买牛肉面，
好，那你去排队买红豆冰。
没问题，一会儿见。红豆冰来啦！哎，牛肉面呢？
只有1碗了，但是很好吃。
A funny little accent at the end.
Yes, that was Taiwanese pronunciation. We'll take a look at that in a second. Why don't we do the translations?
好，台湾夜市，我来了。
Taiwan night markets, here I come.
台湾夜市，我来了。
Taiwanese night markets, here I come.
台湾夜市，我来了。哇，这么多人！
Wow, it's a hell of a lot of people.
哇，这么多人！
Wow, it's kind of busy over here.
哇，这么多人！是啊，你排队买牛肉面。
It sure is. You get in line and get some beef noodles.
是啊，你排队买牛肉面。
That's right. So get in line for some beef noodles.
是啊，你排队买牛肉面。好，那你去排队买红豆冰。
Okay, can you get in line for some of those sweet iced red bean drinks?
好，那你去排队买红豆冰。
All right, well, you stand in line for those sweet iced red bean things.
好，那你去排队买红豆冰。没问题，一会儿见。
No problem. I'll see you in a bit.
没问题，一会儿见。
All right, I'll see you in a second.
没问题，一会儿见。红豆冰来了。哎，牛肉面呢？
So here's the sweet iced red bean drinks, and what about the beef noodles?
红豆冰来了。哎，牛肉面呢？
I've got the sweet iced red bean drinks. What about the beef noodles?
红豆冰来了。哎，牛肉面呢？只有1碗了，但是很好吃。
They only had one bowl left, but I can tell you it's really good.
只有1碗了，但是很好吃。
Well, I only got one bowl, but it's really tasty.
只有1碗了，但是很好吃。
Okay.
So he ate it.
Yeah. What a friend. Yeah.
Well, at least he can tell him that it was really good.
It's kind of vicarious eating, right? Somebody eats for you and tells you
Yes.
what it was like. Thanks a lot. It really brings back memories for me, actually, this kind of stuff. Because not that particularly somebody sort of stealing my beef noodles, but I mean visiting the night market. Interesting. How do we say that again? Like the night market. What was it called?
夜市，夜市，
Yeah, sure. Now, the two elements there are
夜 fourth tone and 市 also a fourth tone.
yeah, and basically yeah, as in evening,
Yes.
and sure as in
市场
市场 as in
Market.
Okay, good. And well, of course, here we come, here I am. Yeah, yeah. So we move on. As a lot of people, that's fairly straightforward. What about get in line? The expression to get in line.
排队，排队。
排队. Tones there are
第二声和第四声，
good, second and fourth. Let's hear it again.
排队，排队。
Good. So it sounds like you're telling me to 排队, which is a good suggestion sometimes. Some of the places I've been, you want to tell people, hang on a second,
Yes.
could you please...
And I think it's also part of the fun of
Yeah.
going to a night market.
Yeah.
Those very unique
Yeah.
little stores,
Yeah.
and only one person working there,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
food is so good that tens of people are lining up.
You have to 排队.
对
Yeah.
要
Yes,
排
indeed you do.
队
Now, to buy what in particular was this?
啊，买牛肉面，牛肉面。
Now, this is fairly straightforward. 牛肉面. 牛肉面 is literally, of course, it's beef noodles, and it's kind of usually a soup kind of
Soup-based.
affair with those thick noodles and the beef. I love Taiwanese food, but that is not on my list of things that I like in
真的
Taiwan.
吗？
No.
That
don't.
is probably the most famous, the
Yeah.
most symbolic food from Taiwan. 牛肉
I
面
think it is, and it's really not on my list of things.
为
Believe me.
为
this-
什么你不喜欢？
Well, I don't know. It's just not. I don't know. It just doesn't do much for me. And there's some amazing food there. But
Oh,
that-
I'll ask you about that.
yeah, I'll tell you about that. Okay. Now, in terms of the drink, you also have to line up. And what was the drink that they were talking about?
红豆冰，红豆冰。
Now, the translation here is really awkward because I don't really know
It's
how
so
to
long.
say this. You've got 3 syllables in Chinese, and they are, once again,
红豆冰，
so the tones are,
红豆，第二声、第四声、
yeah, and then the bing,
第一声。
the first tone. Now, the hongdao is a red bean, basically.
Yes.
Right? What is red bean? I don't know. It's a kind of bean.
It's a smallish, red, maroonish color
Okay.
beans.
Okay.
And we use it a lot in Chinese cooking, especially in desserts.
Yes, yeah.
You have a lot of food that has red bean paste
Yes.
as the stuffing.
That's right.
The
that's
filling.
right. And of course, the bing here indicates that it's iced.
Yes.
All right. So it's basically an iced drink made of red beans.
Yes.
There you go.
And they do it so well in Taiwan. They give you sort of shaved ice.
yes. Yeah.
And they cook the beans, and it's like a topping
Yeah.
they put on top of those ice.
That's right. Taiwan has a tremendous sort of drinks culture.
Yep.
Tea houses and
奶茶。
all of this stuff. Yeah. So you get some really, really interesting teas and drinks and mixes and stuff like that in the tea houses.
I went to a tea shop opened by Taiwanese in Shanghai,
Yeah.
and their specialty drink is cake milk tea. So
Okay.
I think they put bits of cake
Wow.
in milk tea. I didn't try that.
I'm sure it's good though.
Yeah, that just shows you the creativity.
It
of
doesn't
drinks
sound
there.
good, but I'm sure it is. Okay, good. So that's your red bean drinks. Now this. Okay, I'll see it in a bit. What was that expression?
一会儿见，一会儿见。
一会儿见.
对。
Not something you're actually likely to hear Taiwanese people saying because it's I don't know. It's more of a northern thing. I think
对。
that particular expression, but it works and everybody understands it. Let's hear it again, please.
一会儿见。
Yeah, I'll see it in a second. See it in a bit. Yeah. So one's going to line up there, the other's going to line over there.
Very
So,
clever.
Yeah. Now, so we got this phrase again, 来了. This time I'm back with the drink.
红豆冰。
Yeah.
红豆冰来了。
Yeah. Now that's when you go, your friends are sitting at the table and 2 or 3 people go off to get different stuff.
Yes.
They're bringing it back, a tray full of stuff or something. They say, Lila. Here it is. There it is. And unfortunately, he doesn't see the old
牛肉面没有
Yeah, where's the beef noodles, by the way?
只有一碗了
Now, they only had
一碗
one bowl. 只有 literally translated was only
have
only
Yes.
has. There is only one bowl. By inference, of course, I could only get one bowl.
Yes.
But it's really tasty.
但是很好吃 但是很好吃
很好吃, we know that. But the pronunciation here, he pronounced it more like
很好吃
很好吃.
很好吃
That's the Taiwanese. Believe me,
they would really emphasize the first tone
yeah.
很好吃
Yeah, but also it changes from a harsh ch sound from ch to something. I'm going to try it. 很好吃. That's the way they pronounce it. That's the Taiwanese.
很好吃
Yeah, so 是不是 becomes 是不是. You know, it's sorry. I'm used to hearing this.
That's the
Taiwanese
difference.
pronunciation. Forgive me, please, if my Taiwanese pronunciation is good. I'm just approximating it. Let's listen to that 3 more times, and then we'll come back and we'll share a few more things on the subject.
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
对话第1遍
台湾夜市，我来啦！
哇，这么多人！
是啊，哎，你排队买牛肉面，
好，那你去排队买红豆冰。
没问题，一会儿见。红豆冰来啦！哎，牛肉面呢？
只有一碗了，但是很好吃。
第2遍
台湾夜市，我来啦！
哇，这么多人！
是啊，哎，你排队买牛肉面，
好，那你去排队买红豆冰。
没问题，一会儿见。红豆冰来啦！哎，牛肉面呢？
只有一碗了，但是很好吃。
第3遍
台湾夜市，我来啦！
哇，这么多人！
是啊，哎，你排队买牛肉面，
好，那你去排队买红豆冰。
没问题，一会儿见。红豆冰来啦！哎，牛肉面呢？
只有一碗了，但是很好吃。
So Ken, tell me your top picks.
For Taiwanese food, sambeiji.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, is really. Now, I must say though, however, there's different ways of cooking it. In sambeiji, it's like 3 cups chicken.
Yeah, and it's got the name because they put 3 cups of seasoning, right?
That's right, and they put some kind of wine or alcohol into it, and it's done with basil as well. Now, actually, the thing is, there's different ways that it's done, and in traditional style, it's quite bony with a lot of chicken skin in it. But
Yes.
my wife does it without the bones and the chicken skin.
Foreigner-friendly version.
Yeah, and it's actually one of my all-time favorite dishes. I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna bring you a sample of that, and next week.
Thank you.
Okay. And you'll be impressed.
Thank your wife for me.
Not at all.
I'm sure it's fantastic.
It is.
And in fact, we have a big push for food on Chinese Pod,
we
don't
do.
we?
Food is always something that people like talking about because it's something we all do every day, basically,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, we hope that you got some food words here today. We took you to Taiwan. The night markets are famous, and if you get the chance, do check them out. We hope it was useful. We'll be back again tomorrow with another nourishing lesson, we hope.
对
But right now,
In the meantime, go to ChinesePod.com and we will
right.
see you tomorrow.
再见。
再见。
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
1161.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/1161
and
you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/1161.